Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into some absolutely massive insights. We're talking about a rigorous test of over 500 AI tools to figure out the ultimate strategy for mastering tech as we head towards 2026. The AI landscape is shifting so fast. It's wild. What worked a year ago? Yeah, it's already becoming obsolete. So we're going to dig into the data from this massive evaluation to uncover a fundamental truth about how we actually need to interact with artificial intelligence moving forward. Because, spoiler alert, it's not just about having the tools, it's all about how you command them. Over 500. Just think about that number for a second. That is a staggering amount of tools tested, but it was absolutely necessary to cut through all the crazy noise in the AI space and find what actually works in a real day-to-day business environment. Look, every single day, it feels like a new app promises to completely revolutionize your workflow, right? But the reality is way more complex. By evaluating the sheer volume of software, we get this incredibly unique, data-backed perspective on what separates the passing fads from the actual heavy hitters, the ones that are going to drive real value over the next few years. Now take a look at this quote. Most people waste their time on tools that don't make them any money. This just hits the nail right on the head. It perfectly captures the core problem so many entrepreneurs and professionals are facing right now. We are getting totally overwhelmed by software that just drains money, time, and energy without giving us a real return. You know the feeling, spending hours playing with shiny new features, but if it doesn't actually impact your bottom line or save you a ton of time or dramatically increase your leverage, well, it's literally just a distraction. The goal here isn't to use AI just for the sake of using AI. It is to generate a measurable return. And when you evaluate tools strictly based on what you put in, your time, your energy, your cash, versus what you actually get out, a super stark hierarchy emerges. Check out how early pioneers like ChatGPT are now ranking as basically C tier in terms of ROI for high-level business use. I mean, it was the Kleenex of the space, right? The brand name. But now, it's looking a lot more like the MySpace of the space. Contrast that with the S-tier models like Claude, which are delivering just incredible high-leverage output for the exact same or even less input. The gap in return on investment between these tiers, it's blowing up. It's only getting wider. All right, let's move into part one, the paradigm shift, doers versus directors. To really understand this massive shift in how we work, we have to zero in on the critical difference between just using AI and actually commanding it. This is the whole ballgame right here. The future absolutely belongs to those who get this fundamental divide, the human acting as a director utilizing AI agents, rather than just being an employee swinging a digital wrench. See, doers are still stuck in the weeds. They're treating AI like a glorified search engine, manually transferring data, copying and pasting text from a prompt window into an email or a doc. Honestly, they're exhausted. But directors, they are co-creators. They design the whole system. A director crafts the vision and instructs autonomous AI systems to handle all the execution. They don't copy and paste. They tell the AI to draft the document and send it directly to the client. Boom, done. So the absolutely crucial point here is adopting this human-on-the-loop philosophy. Think about it. Instead of being the bottleneck, the human in the loop doing all the tedious manual labor, you step back. You let the AI run the loop itself. Your job? You pay attention, you guide the big picture strategy, you review the drafts, and you approve the final outcomes. You're giving the creative direction, but the tech is doing the heavy lifting. Actually, scratch that. It's doing all the lifting. This is exactly how you reclaim your time. Which brings us to part two, the director's team, hiring S-tier agents. Now we're talking about replacing basic software subscriptions with high-leverage AI agents that function exactly like highly specialized employees. See, as a director, you don't buy tools anymore. You hire agents. Instead of messing around with F-tier distractions like, say, Apple Intelligence, which honestly causes more frustration than it solves right now, a director brings on S-tier tools. Let's look at Apex, for example. It's this infallible core agent built on top of a super robust architecture. It never sleeps, it never complains, and it literally has perfect recall. Or what about Frank? Frank is an AI CFO. So instead of paying someone $5,000 a month just to run basic profitability reports, Frank answers your complex financial questions instantly and even gives you visuals. And then there's Buddy Pro, which actually clones your expertise. It lets your clients or your team interact with your brain when you aren't even in the room. No way, right? But it's real. If you look at the breakdown here, notice that massive slice of high-leverage utility. The vast majority of your leverage as a director is coming from these S-tier models. Claude, for instance, is just an absolute powerhouse right now. Get this, it currently boasts a $30 billion run rate. But the crazy part? It achieved that with a fraction of the resources of the older legacy systems. When you build tools like Apex on top of a beast of an engine like Claude, you get unparalleled performance. And as you can see, legacy AI is taking up a rapidly shrinking sliver of utility because these highly efficient, specialized, top-tier models are just completely taking over the heavy execution. And hey, this isn't just for Silicon Valley tech companies. Think about the massive real-world applications here. Even for local service-based businesses. I'm talking plumbers, dental offices, freelancers. A tool like Atlas acts as a 24/7 voice receptionist. It just sits there taking inbound calls, qualifying leads, and scheduling appointments while you are actually out doing the paid work. It fundamentally transforms your overhead. It's a real game changer for your availability. Moving right along to part 3, automating the loop horizontal leverage. Okay, so having great specialized agents in isolation is awesome, but it isn't quite enough to make you a true director. We need to connect them. We need to make sure the AI executes those final steps autonomously across your entire business ecosystem. Connecting these agents requires a visual automation platform. We highly recommend something like Gumloop, which is way better for most businesses than overly complex tools like N8. In Gumloop, a director builds a seamless workflow. Here's how it goes. You provide the initial instruction. The AI drafts the content and crunches the data. Then you step in for that human on-the-loop moment. You just quickly review and approve. Finally, the AI executes the action. It sends the email, it posts to Slack, whatever. You completely eliminate the manual labor of that final mile. What this means is you can horizontally automate massive chunks of your business. Think about it. You design the customer onboarding process exactly once, and then it runs perfectly, every single time. You use tools like Social Sweep to activate your hidden relationship network, instantly. You use Notion as this massive long-term memory bank, so all your AI agents are sharing the exact same context. This is the whole shebang. This is exactly what buys back your time, buys back your energy, and buys back your money at an unprecedented scale. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. The choice is yours now, and honestly, it's a profound one. Are you going to stay stuck in the weeds as an exhausted doer, manually copy-pasting your way through the workday? Or are you going to step up, take the director's chair, and radically change your relationship with technology forever? Take a hard look at your workflows right now. What is the very next process you are going to stop doing and start directing?